Hi everyone, in this video you will learn how to create presentations in Genially. To do that, you will have to log in using your username and your password or your Gmail account. In my case, I have already signed in using my Gmail account. The first page that will be shown is this one. Here you will have to choose Create Genially. Genially offers different types of documents. In our case, we are going to create a presentation. This page shows the templates we have access to. Some of them are premium and some of them are free. We can filter all of the ones that are free because that's the plan we are using. If you want to pay for a premium license, you can pay for it and then select the ones that are premium. The next step is to select one of the templates offered by Genially. Use this template. Here you have an option in which you can select the pages you want to include in your presentation. The first one is the title. We can include an index and pages for the main titles, lists. If we want to include a quote, we can select also a quote. After you select all the pages that you are going to include in your presentation, click Add. Genially will open the presentation editor, and in this place you are going to start editing and creating your presentation. This is the first page of our presentation. Before we continue editing our presentation, we have to assign a name to our presentation. In our case, let's say this is just an example. Now select the page that you're going to edit, click on the text dialog and start editing. You can edit the title and you can also include a subtitle. To go to the next page, you can use the navigation bar below, or you can go to the pages in the left panel. This is going to be the index for our presentation, but we haven't finished editing the presentation yet. So we're going to come back when we complete editing all the presentation. Let's go to the next page. In this page, we're going to name the first topic we're going to be presenting in our presentation. We already have our first page for our first topic. Navigate to the next page and start editing the text that you're going to include. We can change the format of our text. To do that, we're going to select our text, go to the format bar, and if I want to change the size of the font, all I have to do is click on the number and select one size. I can also resize my text box. If I want to move the text box, all I have to do is click on the text box and move it. I can navigate to my next page to continue editing. This page is a quote. To change the text, all I have to do is select the text and start typing something new. To go to the next page, all I have to do is click again in the navigation bar. If I want to add a new page, all I have to do is add page, select the one that fits my purposes and choose it. I am going to choose this one, add, and my new page appears here. Genially has controls that we can use to make our presentations more vivid for our audiences. One of these controls is the background. We can change the background by clicking in this button. Then select one of the colors that Genially offers. As you can see, now Genially has changed the background. You can also insert some media. Click in the button and you can include audio, video, or other resources. If you are going to make a narration of your presentation, you can click here and record your voice. Also, you can include a video, mainly from YouTube. Let's see how it works. As you can see, the video has been inserted. You can resize your video. Another control that we can use is smart blocks. Smart blocks include many graphs that you can use to introduce or represent data. And you can insert it by just clicking on the image that you want to include. Another interesting control is interactive elements. Interactive elements are buttons that you can insert and modify to change their functions. In some cases, these include hyperlinks to other pages, and we're going to see how they work when we finish editing our index. Genially also offers resources. When you click in this button, what you will see are images and icons that you can choose. Most of these are free, but in some cases you will have to pay a fee for them. Insert your icons by simply clicking on them. You can also resize them and change the position of them. If you want to include an image, you can click this button and you have some options. The first option is to choose from the images that Genially offers, or if you want to include your own images, click in this section and add your own images. Once your images are uploaded to Genially, all you have to do is click on them and they will be inserted. Also, you can resize them and change their position. The last control that Genially offers is text. You can select templates that include different fonts and sizes. Let's suppose I want to choose this one. When I click here, Genially offers me this style. I just can click on it and edit what I want to say. If for some reason you don't know where your pages are, don't worry, you can go to the pages control, or you can go to the navigation bar to go to the page that you want to see. Finally, if we want to see how our presentation looks, we can visualize it in the preview mode. We can return by going to the edit button, and if we consider that our presentation has been finished, we only click in ready. But we haven't finished yet. To finish with our presentation, we're going to edit our second page, which is the index page. Here we have 12 different sections and we only have 6 pages, and only 4 of them contain information. What we're going to do is to eliminate some of the sections offered here. Now it's time to edit our index. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to use only page 3, page 4, page 5 and page 6. By clicking here in this icon, I should go to the page number 3. So what I'm going to do is to click in this button and select go to page number 3, save. For our next page, we click again in this button, go to page, select, save. We are going to do the same with this. And finally, we do the same with the last page. We can check if this really works. To do that, let's click in ready. Just say ready, present. Let's view it in full screen. Navigate, click, and it will take me to the page that I want to. I can click in number 6 and it will take me to the last slide. Now we need to include one more button to take us to the main index. To continue editing the presentation, we have to return to the presentation editor. Exit the full screen, close this window and return to the editor. What we're going to do is to include a button that takes me back to the main index. I select the page where I'm going to include the button, click in interactive elements, and since I'm going back to an index, I believe that this is the most appropriate button to include. Click. When I have my button, all I have to do is click in this icon and choose which page I want this button to go. In this case, the index. I will do the same for the other pages. To make sure that by clicking in the button it will take me back to the index, I will present it. Enter full screen, go to the next page, click and check that the button is working properly. This is the end of this tutorial. I will see you in the next one.